I want to ask you, what is really your fear? You know, what is stopping you from being the best that you can be? What is stopping you from achieving your dreams? And I want to actually postulate a theory why you're not doing what you want to do and why you're not giving 100%. The reason you're not giving, it's either I win or it's not over attitude, is because of one single fact. You are scared of being rejected. Now, everybody goes through this, but I'm going to share with you three things that you must do in order to overcome this. Because at the other side of your fear is the bliss that you're going to experience from achieving your dreams. At the other side of your fear is everything you've ever thought about doing. Is the experience of your happiness, the experience of your joy, the experience of growth. And that is what your life is really about. So let me give you a clear understanding of what I am saying. The reason you are scared is because you don't want to be rejected. There are some things about you that you're not yet sure about. And so every day when you want to execute what you want to execute, you're scared maybe you're doing too much. Now, it's not you, it's just how you were raised. You were raised so that you would comport yourself in proper manners so that you don't stand out. And unfortunately, that particular way they raised us, which they did for a lot of us in terms of middle class, the way they raised us was supposed to be an advantage. And it used to be an advantage. But right now, presently, it's a big disadvantage. Because in order to experience the wealth you need to stand out. In order to experience the wealth you need to actually stand out. The first thing people will do to you when you stand out is to first reject you. And your ability to retain yourself, that character of saying you're never going to give up, is going to actually take you farther than you can imagine. Because this is the reason why it doesn't matter if you're big or you're small, if you're educated or illiterate, if you are tall or short, if you can speak good English or you cannot, it doesn't matter. As long as you stand out, as long as you've identified what makes you different, you will begin to see a certain level of value that will bring wealth to your life. So what you're supposed to do as an individual right now is to begin to ask yourself, what is that thing that makes me to stand out? What is that thing that makes me different? Now, that thing that makes you different in how you speak, how you approach things, how you look, how you think, is exactly that thing that the society and the world will first condemn. But that is what is going to help you become who you want to be. And everybody that has explored that particular area has discovered that they've done fantastically well. It's never easy at first, but guess what they did when they started? They told the whole world that they don't care. They said no to the whole world. The world in itself wanted to confirm them, wanted to teach them how to be comported. They wanted to actually structure them in a particular way. But you see, they had the boldness and the guts to be able to say no to everything that made them try to conform. Now, the reason you're still having issues is because you're scared to say no. And the day you step out and say no to everything that is making you decide that you're going to be just ordinary, you're going to be like every other person, that day is when you're going to experience a certain growth that is going to bring out your difference, that is going to lead you to your wealth. How well you are able to make this thing work will determine the level of wealth you will have. So I want to encourage you, learn to say no to the world. Learn to stare at your difference in the eyes and stand up for yourself. Learn to do that and see the kind of difference you will make. Because the more different you are, the more rare you really are. The more rare you are, the more valuable you are. The more valuable you are, the more possible you can be very wealthy. And people have done this over the years. So it's not a new information. It's just an information that you must take seriously. So start today. Investigate your difference and say no to the world if they try to keep you quiet. It's time for you to stand out. Till next time, make sure you subscribe to this channel, make sure you follow us, and make sure that you're always putting on your notifications so that you can know when we're on board.